It's December 2020, and it's the time of year when people compile their top 10 album lists, and I have one myself, and I thought I'd put it on video. So here we go. This year's been great, lots of fantastic albums, so if there are ones that you think I should have had, well, maybe they were in my almost made it list, but here we go. I'm going to start off with my 10th favourite, which was from earliest this year, Grimes, Miss Anthropocene. It's about climate, but if you listen to it, I suspect it's maybe about her private life. I really don't know. Who cares? It's great. Take a listen. Next up, it's a Canadian artist I've had the privilege of seeing twice, Boniface, and the album is called Boniface. It's a little gem of an album. You start listening to it the first time, you're thinking, yeah, it's okay. And then the second time you're thinking, actually it's not bad at all. And then the third time you really can't stop listening to it. Fantastic. Next up, Another Place to Need. This is the debut album by LA artist A.O. Gerber, or Olivia Gerber. She was supposed to be touring the UK this year, and of course that didn't happen. Bit disappointing. But this is her debut album. It's on lovely red vinyl, and other people have said she sounds a bit like Angel Olsen. Well, they're probably right, and who cares? She explores loneliness and things like that, which is understandable for this year. It's a great album, highly recommended. Next one, make sure I get it the right way round. Listen to This Twice. The girl who wrote this or recorded it is Gugusar. That's not a real name. She has an Icelandic name which is impossible to pronounce. She's only 16. I saw her last year when she was 15 and couldn't believe how good she was. 16 tracks on it. It's fabulous. Imagine Boards of Canada meets Clairo with a touch of Billie Eilish. Highly recommended. Next up, allegedly the best band in the world according to themselves. They've obviously not seen the Holy from Helsinki, but they're almost right. Porridge Radio. Every bad. They've done their own artwork. It's a magic album. I've had the privilege of seeing them live 3 times. The first time was supporting Ian Sweet, the second time Sherry Glazer, and the last time was the Pearl Hearts. All great bands in their own right, but Porridge Radio, knockout band. Hope to see them headlining somewhere, but with COVID-19, who knows. Next up, All or Nothing by Shopping. I've seen these band once in Hackney Wick. They're great. Funky guitars, you name it. Once you put it on the turntable, as soon as it's finished, you just play it again. Great band, fantastic album, nice gatefold, cover, magic. Next up, 925 by Sorry. People say, you know what, you think they're better than Porridge Radio? Well, they're maybe not better, but I prefer this album. They're very 90s, and they seem to pinch everyone else's ideas, but they're mind-blowingly good. They're fabulous live. I've seen them twice, and they're supposed to be playing some really big venue next year, and I'll probably toddle along and see them there, which is a shame because the 2 previous occasions it was like 30 of us each time. Fantastic album. Next up, Generation Z, BB Doobie, Fake It Flowers. Now, I've seen her twice live, and the first time I got some music from her was her EP Patched Up. It's moved on, but basically, I don't know what genre you describe her, but I'm going to call it bubble grunge. Absolutely magic. If you go and see her, you'll be, almost whole of the audience are teenagers, and they go absolutely crazy. And there's moshing, There's all sorts of things going on, and everyone knows all the lyrics and lots of singing along. So some people don't like that, but I think it's great. And it's a magic album. I think it's wonderful. Next up, it's only been released digitally, so I can't show you a physical copy. It's by a band called Wildest. Now, in 2019, they had an album called Dream Chaos. And the band, someone described them as a synth band. Well, they're not a synth band. They've got guitars, but each guitar player has about 20 to 30 pedals. So they don't really sound very guitarish at all. But absolutely fabulous was Dream Chaos. Instead of recording new songs, they've just gone back. And it's not a remix. They've gone into the studio and just recorded it a second time around, making it even more dreamy, more ethereal, and fantastic. They also this year did an original soundtrack for a film called Birdwatcher, which is a great film and it's a great soundtrack. And finally, my album of the year, Breach. It's her second album. It's Fen Lily. She's from Bristol. Absolutely heavenly this is. Like A.O. Gerber, she explores the same things, which is loneliness and what have you. She was staying in Berlin and felt very isolated, but cracked on, and this is just amazing. Her first album was called On Hold, and that was in 2017. It was my favourite album that year, and I don't understand why more people don't like her, but Fen Lily, she's from Bristol. Just take a listen. Well, that's it. I will put a link below for a PDF file for my list and all the other top 10s for favourite song, my favourite music video, favourite concert I went to, and I normally have one for the favourite song within a concert. Unfortunately this year, because of the lack of concerts, there's only 3 in that list. But take a look, appreciate any comments, and that's it.